Boom, boom. Uh-oh, Joe Shelby got a podcast.
So I have a dog, a female dog, and my bitch is Australian, baby, and she loves herding cattle. That's right. She's an Australian cattle dog, aka Blue Heeler. And her name is Mabel. Mabel on the table. Without a doubt, she's the coolest, smartest dog I've ever met. She knows all the basic commands like sit, stay, roll over, speak, fetch, all that shit. She also knows karate too and how to whisper. Lately, I've been trying to teach her how to count, and it's not actually going that well, honestly. She just keeps peeing on stuff. I'm sure we'll get it one day, though. But since she's not really digging it that much, I've decided to take a detour and teach her something else. For a while now, whenever she gets submissive, I've been saying, "Oh look, it's a little kitty. Oh, kitty wants some milk?" And then she gets on the ground for a belly rub. I don't know why I say it. I guess it just reminds me of a kitty. And since she's already got that ingrained in her, I figured we might as well take it a step further. So now I'm trying to teach her how to meow. So far, it's going about as good as a counting thing, which is neither here nor there. But by doing it, I think I'm actually starting to understand cats more. Like, check this out. Meow. 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 That's how cats talk, right? Yeah, you gotta really enunciate it, like meow. Meow. But then I started asking myself, are they really saying meow? Like, what does that even mean? I mean, cats are pretty smart, or so they say. Maybe even smarter than dogs. I don't know. So I'm kind of under the impression that cats are actually speaking English. Like, check this out. Meow. Meow. Milk. 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 Meow. Meow. Milk. 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 Meow. 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 See, they're not saying meow. They're saying milk. They're asking for the one thing they love, milk. It's the only word they know, unfortunately. But that's pretty cool that they can talk, Milk, 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 milk. And for real, it always sounds like a question like, where's my fucking milk? Like, milk, milk, milk. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave this one here. I gotta go continue working on the rest of the world's problems. Milk! Uh-oh. So, I'm trying to learn a new language myself, actually. And as you can probably imagine, it's pretty tough. In high school, I studied French for 2 years. Well, a year and a half, actually. I got a D the first semester of my second year and ended up getting grounded for a bit, which totally sucked, but that was also when internet porn was at its peak. Back when it took like 15 minutes for an image to load, and if someone called your house phone, it would totally disrupt the process. Man, remember house phones? They were the only phones we had back then. Anyway, instead of using my time wisely and practicing that je ne sais quoi, I put my oui to work. In the following semester, I chose an easier route. Instead of challenging myself and mastering one of the most romantic languages known to man, I dropped the class like a little bitch. Honestly, I didn't want to take a foreign language to begin with. But we were all told that in order to get into college, we needed 2 years of a foreign language to be accepted. So I figured I'd try a different avenue and give sign language a chance. Long story short, I graduated and wound up at Eastern Kentucky University. At this point in time, the only French I really remember is just a few words. Oui, of course, which means l'informatique, which is computer science, la bibliothèque, which is library, and avec, which means with. As for sign language, all I've really retained is the alphabet, that stuff. The middle finger, of course, I love you, and death. Anyway, before I get any older and stupider, I figured I'd challenge myself one more time by studying a foreign language once again. However, this time, I'm going to try perhaps one of the most difficult languages known to man, or at least the most difficult language for a white man to master. That's right, I'm dipping my toes into Mandarin. Unfortunately, I don't really have the money to pay for classes or to be taught by a professional, and I refuse to succumb to learning from an app on my phone. I'm not using Babbel or Rosetta Stone or Duolingo or any of that crap. It's just not for me. Instead, I'm going to go about it the old-fashioned way, and that is just practice, practice, practice. I will admit, though, I have been watching Bruce Lee films every day. That's right, I watch one film every single day. Yesterday, I watched Fist of Fury. The day before that, I watched Enter the Dragon. And today, I'm going to watch Game of Death. Anyway, in my next segment, I would like to show you my progress. And if you have any helpful tips on certain pronunciations or my overall dialect, I'm all ears and very willing to learn. But please understand that I'm still very much a novice and very, very new to Mandarin. So I still have a long way to go, and I'm probably going to make several mistakes along the way. So please, go easy on me. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Or should I say, she.
Uh-oh. Shindao biake, bondong ion, skino ion, bondong fion, long now liao non, sindong di ne, hingong hi
Baywatch.
Hirong bihong hi,
Baywatch.
bong dion, and mion skilong hong, hirong gion, skilong yon, iae, bong di karian, skilong yon, handia,
Hanson.
bing da kiae, bong da fion, bion
Mbop.
bing da hong, bing da yi, and bong dion yon, and no yon, and kong yao, and yao, in da yi, in da ka yi, in da ka hu, bong da yi, in dong bion bong di, bong dion long cow, bing da ki yao, skilong yon kiao, bong da yon kiao, bong da ki yon, and no yin, bong da pion, bong ki,
French horn.
bong dong bion, wow, bing dong bion, bong,
Treble clef.
mang bidong bong,
Ampersand.
bing dong yi, bong da fiao, in gang di, xin nao ke, bing da fu yi ya, bun da fu yi ya ke, fu yi hong yon, blion gi,
Blow another couple $100 on some goddamn instrument no one is gonna play.
bing dong fiao ni nao yao, bing da ke, bun da hi ya,
French horn.
bing da fu yi, ding dong hiao, hang dao liao, mi nao yi, ni nao yi, shi, fi na yi, bon da ki ya ke, bon da fa nao, yi na yu, yi, shi.